fiction that I'm working on, because that's kind of like in my brain right now. And this is super brand new. It's from a novel, but it's self-contained, I think, so I hope it all makes sense. The strange woman, Layli, motions for me. Okay. The strange woman, Layli, it's a Persian name. The strange woman, Layli, motions for me to recline against the large pillows on the small bed. She arranges the blankets, helps me with my shoes, blesses my health with her words. She has thick lines of kuhul around her eyes, chalky black lines that look like they were traced by a young child, make her into some misdrawn sorceress. My mother would never wear makeup like that, but Layli reminds me of my mother just the same. The smallness of her mouth, her nose like a small bow, her sleek tousled hair, her flowing skirt. A gauzy purple curtain between us and the rest of her home, and I think whorehouse, I think circus, I think magic wands. Get comfortable, she says. Irtahi, she's speaking in Arabic, they're speaking in Arabic. The Arabic syllables, a soothing lullaby. My American mother didn't speak Arabic, or rather, she couldn't. She tried to, but she could never make the words sound right. I don't look at Layli, wonder how far Layli can see into me. Can she see the pregnancy test I took an hour ago? The pink line confirming the thing that has been eating away at me the last few weeks. It's not just an idle worry like everything else, but a truth, a human life. That night with Nate, the first and last time I'd ever been naked with someone, done that, had sex. So not worth all of this, but is it messed up? Is it messed up that there's a part of me that wants the baby, wants that life, wants Nate to want me, and need, and want, and ugh. We're in Burj Brezhny, one of 12 refugee camps in Lebanon. I am in Lebanon for the first time in 10 years, came with my dad to visit his family. I'm in Lebanon. I lost my virginity the night before I came to Lebanon. It was such a dream. Nate was my forever crush, and he finally started noticing I'm alive, and so it felt like exactly the right thing when it happened. It did, but he hasn't emailed me since I've been here, and he said he would. 3 weeks. We used a condom. We did. In Lebanon, abortion is illegal, which is never something I thought about before I was in Lebanon and worried that I was pregnant. But now it's on my mind because, of course, I have to get an abortion. What other option is there for a girl like me at a time like this? I'm 20 years old. I just got my associate's degree. I don't want a new stepmother. I don't want to work at my dad's restaurant. I don't want to go to school to be a computer engineer. I don't want anything. I thought maybe I could wait until we got back to Virginia to do it. Go to Planned Parenthood somewhere, but my dad extended our trip, and there's no Planned Parenthood in Lebanon. We're staying in Lebanon for a few more weeks because my father did what he came here to do, met the woman he wants to marry. And so he needs a bit more time to get to know her, to set up the paperwork, to talk to the imam, to meet every member of her extended family. I can't talk to my father. I can't talk to Nate about this. I haven't even told Saba, won't tell Nesa. Only Basma and Nemo know, and they barely know me. But they're here in this room on the other side of the curtain. They are safe. In Lebanon, abortion is illegal, but it happens, of course. Basma says it happens in nighttime doctors' offices for exorbitant fees, and if I want to go that route, she'll come with me. She'll help me find one. She doesn't trust those sleazy doctors, the same ones who do the hymen reconstructions, the liposuctions, the nose jobs on young girls. I asked about the abortion pill, and Nemo seems to know about pills. He says we might be able to get it here, but knows it's hard to find, it's expensive. And Basma says it's hard to do. You bleed out, you expel the baby, the unborn person, the fetus, whatever it is, I don't know, for a few days. The worst mix of physical and psychological pain, she says. She heard it from a friend of a friend. Abortion is illegal in Lebanon, but Nemo says it happens. Come in. I'm so sorry. No, don't be sorry. Mimo says it happens in bathrooms, in bedrooms, in kitchens, where people who need it come together with people who say they can do it. Depending, There are herbs, there are instruments, there are prayers, there are drinks, there are knives, there are surgical suction machines. Mimo doesn't tell me how he knows these things, but I believe him, which is why we're here in this stranger's shack at the edge of a camp, which is only called a camp because but it's not a camp. It's been here more than 60 years. There are no tents, but just rows and rows of buildings like Beirut, but smaller, rougher, like a rough draft of Beirut. Basma and Mimo, new friends, Beirut friends. As I lay here, my friends sit against cushions on the floor at the other side of the low-ceilinged room. I cannot hear or see them, but I know that they are there at the edges of my mind. They are there. Get comfortable, Lady says again. She lights another cigarette. Isn't she supposed to be some kind of doctor or nurse or healer? But it's her house, and my bones sink into the softness of her flower-printed sheets. I look up at her and drag a smile across my face. There's something about the cigarette, the way she draws on it, that reminds me of my mother, the glint of her nose ring. My mother had a nose ring, a small one that my father never liked, I remember. But my mother never smoked, though my father used to. He chain-smoked at home for 2 years after she left, and then one day he stopped. I swallow hard, push the badness down. The walls around me, bare cement, but for rainbow bursts of Arabic calligraphy that I can't make out. What does it say? I ask. Their praises to God, she says, but not the God they talk about on TV. The letters dip and twist around each other. I can't read them, but I trust they are beautiful. Close your eyes, Lady says. Her eyes are